Hello, and what? Shut up, Gavin. Welcome back to the Council of Goatmen. I'm here with DiamondNite, and he needs to shut his mouth. Know your place. When I say jump, you say how high. Do you understand?
No, fuck you.
Move your clip down, buddy. Move your fucking clip down. Move down to yellow and think about your actions.
No.
Alright, hello. Welcome back to the Council of Goatmen. For those who didn't watch our Let's Play series, I explained the clip joke. So if anyone had the like elementary school chart where like you had a little like clothespin peg, wooden peg, whatever,
Yeah, it
and
was
you
a
had
clothespin.
a Sharpie, and then you like you had to move it down on the like color thing depending on how your behavior was in class. And we've started using that for when like like we're mad at each other, like not like actually mad, but like fake mad. Um, or like when someone does something good, you like move your clip up. Uh, Gavin made a good choice. Move your clip back up to to great choice. Great choices. Outstanding.
Yay!
So what? Anyway, just to explain why I said that. I kind of forgot. I explained it briefly in one of our Undertale 2 episodes. Um. Anyway, so Gavin, I have a challenge for us today.
I-
All right, I'm gonna need your full A game on this podcast, and I'm not really feeling it. What?
yeah, you're not
Show
gonna
me
get it, so.
some of your A game, Gavin. Go, come on, show me some of your A game. Give me your material. Come
Yeah.
on,
A
you can do.
game.
I believe
A
in you.
game, yeah.
That's not A game. That's stupid. Come up with a joke. Go.
Why did the chicken cross the road?
All right. Listen, I'm not sensing any A game from you. I'm sensing a lot of what the gamers call anti-sigma. Okay.
What the
And
Sigma?
what the sigma? I don't appreciate it. So move your clip down to parent contact, please. I am contacting your parents. And your
Yo,
punishment
please.
Your punishment is going into the funny room. You're gonna fall down the funny hole until you get funny. Okay?
Crazy? I was crazy.
No. Gavin literally did that for like a full 20 minutes while we were playing Phasmophobia.
I don't think it was 20 minutes, but it was at least a good 7.
It felt like 20. It felt like a fucking eternity is what it felt like.
That's fair.
Alright. So I'm gonna talk about I have a challenge for us today, but first I wanna talk about let's talk about women, okay? But not about how cool they
Ew,
are.
scary.
Let's talk about how scary and stupid they are.
God, women are so
Yes.
mean and scary.
Okay. So, like, I was at a concert and like this girl had like this extravagant outfit. Like her hair was colored, like
Okay,
she had like
hold on. One
purple.
second. Extravagant.
Yeah.
Sam, continue.
Okay, it's just a word, man. Okay, so she had this purple like
Not a word I think
skirt
I'd hear out of
on.
you.
Like she had like it was like a glitterally yeah, it was glitterally glitter
Fucking
uh
literally.
glitterally. That sounds like the most girl word I've ever fucking heard.
Yeah, dog.
Um
It's crazy.
so she was covered in glitter, and I'm adding that to our fucking word dictionary, glitterally. That's so good. So she was covered in glitter. She had her fingernails painted, like the whole shabam. Uh,
The
and
whole shaboodle.
yeah, the whole skaboodle, the whole skabattle. Uh, and so like it was like one person was like, "Oh, nice outfit," and it's like whatever. And then another person was like, "Oh, I love your outfit," and then a third one is like, "Oh my god, your outfit!" And then, like it was like fucking, it just kept going. Like every person who walked by us in line complimented her outfit. You want to
Goddamn.
know what? We want to know what every single person had in common that did compliment her versus who didn't compliment her. There was a very
Oh.
specific pattern. The people who complimented her were all women, and no boys complimented her. Do you know why that is?
She was probably a hoe.
Because women cannot help but compliment each other's outfits. Boys would never do that. The most you'll get is nice shirt, and they'll be like, cool. But boys would never go like, hey, God. Like, that would never happen.
No.
Like,
Or
I
we
don't know.
or men or boys might just if they're like really if they're close or friends, they'll be like, "Hey, shitty shirt, fuck you." And it
Hey,
is it
your
it
shirt.
might sound like the worst insult ever, but it is definitely like one of the best compliments. Trust me. I have trust me.
I don't know. Like, I love a lot of things about women, but I don't know. For some reason, like, the
Women are
whole,
scary and mean.
like, okay, because, like, okay. I'm trying to say this without sounding really, really sexist. Like, I'm
Do it.
trying to
Do
make
it.
sure I'm not. But, like, like, I can totally imagine, like, two girls kissing each other, and it's just as friends. Two guys kissing each other, that ain't gonna happen. Mm-mm.
Nah, that's
No, no,
gay
no.
as hell.
If that's that, then they're strictly gay, and that's it. But two straight guys are never gonna kiss and be like, haha, it was just a
Gay.
friends, haha. That's not gonna happen.
No.
But I mean, girls will probably do that because the girls. What I'm trying to say is, girls are way too comfortable with each other. Like, I don't know. Is it something
There is
like
no need to be that comfortable.
they're like female bonds are like like are okay? So like, I think I don't want to say female bonds are stronger than male bonds because that's not always. But I'm saying that like girls make a lot more stronger bonds than guys do. Like if a guy has a strong bond with a guy, it's like that one guy. It's like just that one best friend. But like girls will be like have like 50 strong bonds. Like, yeah, I'd kiss all 50 of my friends. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
And
it's
I'm
crazy.
not gay. Like, how? I don't. This is really sexist.
Yeah, and then like
Like,
but
I don't know.
the,
Just it's really
with
weird.
men, that one strong bond will last for a fucking lifetime. But like, if there's even if there's even the slightest argument with between two girls that have like the strongest bond, quote unquote, they won't
Yeah,
speak to each other for years,
true.
and then they will still hate each other.
Strong bonds are very weak,
Yeah,
indeed. Also, just so everybody knows, we're two guys, so we have no idea what we're talking about. I just want to like put that out there.
this is just our opinion.
We're just acting like we know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, women, they have like that
So now
one
I
genitalia. Yeah, I know
now
what it is.
I live in Florida now. You know that, Giles. You know that.
Yes.
Hmm. And
Yeah.
I go to the magical world of Disney. You know. Hmm. Hmm.
Disney fucking sucks.
Shut the fuck up. I do
I'd
not want
rather
to hear
be
it
a
today.
toy than Disney.
But like no. I encounter a crazy amount of douchey woman. Like, oh my god, it is fucking. Oh my god. So there was this. This was just yesterday. A woman bumped into me at the fucking store. And I was like, "Oh, sorry," even though she bumped into me. I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry," and she just fucking glared at me and walked away. I was like, "Fucking bitch." And then,
Dude, I think the
God,
only reason I go to Disney World is just to be a dick to people
yeah.
and
And then,
record it for YouTube.
when we're in lines, sometimes like there was this like we were in the line for like a really big ride,
Yeah.
and this group of fucking teenagers or girls, yeah. uh, they three of
Teenagers
them.
of the female.
They're cutting all the way through the line.
Yeah.
Like, excuse me, my families up ahead. But if it's like one person doing that, it's cool. I'm cool about it.
Yeah,
But
no,
if it's
understandable.
any more than two people, then just wait in the back of the fucking line. Cause and then a different time, this wasn't necessarily girls, but it was like a family of four caught up, cut cut through the line, and my family said something to them, and they were looking at us like we were the crazy ones. So four of them going all the way through the line to their grandma. There was one person waiting for them, holding their spot in line. And then what's bullshit is when they get in the fucking coaster. They're like,
Yeah.
"Okay, grandma, you can go now," and their grandma fucking leaves the line. She wasn't even planning on getting on the ride.
Jesus.
She just got in the line and let them go do their shit. And then when they were done, they cut through the line. It was bullshit. No, it was it was actually infuriating.
So back to things I hate about women.
Oh, right.
Right. Okay.
I kind of went a little deep.
We don't want to stray too far from the topic, but
I already. You give me 5 minutes, and I will go really far away from the original topic. Like it is crazy. I don't know how I do it.
I'm not saying anything about Disney, but I'd rather lick a gas station toilet than go to Disney World. But so anyway,
You dick. Hope you die.
I'd rather go to a Black Eyed Peas concert than go to Disney. That's not true. I'd rather go to
What the
Disney World.
skibbity?
I fucking hate Black Eyed Peas. Okay, so um, besides another thing about women. So I was helping my cousin move out of their dorm for the college dorm, and in the
Womp
hallway,
womp.
there's these girls talking on the phone, and they said the word precious no less than I think like 10 times. And it wasn't like they said it in different sentences. It wasn't like they said it over the course of the conversation. I wasn't out in the hall, so I didn't see them. They were like on the other side of the wall, but they were in the stairwell, and they must have like pulled up some picture and like it showed it to the other girl or something. It was these two girls, and they're like, "Oh my god, that's so precious! Oh my god, that is so precious! Oh my god, that's so precious!" And they just said that over and over again, like 10 fucking times. I'm like, "Oh my god, dude, I got it! Jesus Christ!" Guys, I think it might be precious. Fucking breaking news. Right.
Holy shit.
Anyway, listen, if you girls in the stairwell are listening to this podcast episode, fuck you specifically. You're
God
not
damn.
precious. Shut the fuck up. Okay, so anyway.
One thing I also really hate about women is like the feminists are like, we don't need men. They're such dicks. In reality, the women are like way bigger dicks than men. Like, oh my god, most of the women that I've met are really big dicks. They don't have big dicks, but they're douchebags.
They don't have big dicks. I just want to put that out there.
Yeah, they're a douche. Yeah, like, fuck. I met this one girl at the school I went to up in Michigan, and oh my god, she was a fucking psycho.
Hmm.
Like all she wanted was drama and attention. Like, and then
Like
men,
that.
I have met so many guys at that school that are like some of the sweetest humans on earth.
Um,
Even what's his name, Captain's sister. He's like one of the sweetest guys I've ever met.
mhm. um, so another thing, before we get to my main topic for today's episode, I wrote down where did the Jewish lawyer stereotype come from? Because I was like, where does that come from? I was trying to look it up and I could not find an answer. But
You
as
Jew.
like South Park did that, and then I think like it was like that '70s show did that. And I mean, those are only two instances, but they both talked about the lawyer stereotype, and I was just like, what the fuck is that from? Like, where does that come from? And I could not find a fucking answer.
You Jew.
So, so I mean, did you just call me a Jew?
No.
You fucking juvenile.
Oh.
Okay, also, guess what, guys? I have another Instagram account to make fun of. This is like the third Instagram account I've made fun of, I think. All right, so this one is called 10 Kids in 10 Years. I'll give you 5 fucking guesses what their Instagram account is about.
10 kids that they had in 10 years.
Whoa, Kevin, you're a genius.
Yeah,
All right,
man.
so
It was a really small hint.
first of all, I just want to say, please don't make fun of them because they had 10 kids, so they already fucked themselves anyway.
God damn. How do you power through 10 kids? Like, how do you think of like giving birth to say your third kid and like, well, now we're done with that one.
How do
Let's
you
make
have
another.
this? You know what? This is my question, okay? How do you have one kid and then go, let's have another one? I will never understand that logic. Have you seen children? Seriously.
Yeah, they're kind of douches, but
I
like,
mean, I mean, condom commercials understand that. Have you seen condom commercials? Condom commercials are fucking hilarious.
I haven't seen many condom commercials.
So I saw one, and it's like this child like crying and like throwing stuff around and like in the grocery store, just like being an asshole. And then it's like wear a condom. And it's like that's genius. That is genius advertising. Then there's
Yeah.
another one where if you've ever seen a perfume commercial, you know what I'm talking about. Like it looked like a perfume commercial, or it actually no, not a perfume commercial. It acted more like a medicine commercial. Like it was like, live your life, your family, it's all that matters. Live life, la la la. Condoms. It's like, that came out of left field. Like, I was trying to figure out what this commercial's about, and then it was just like, wear a condom, and I'm like, oh, all right,
Damn.
right.
But like, I understand because we both have siblings. I kind of understand like the logic of having two kids, but a third one is a little weird.
Yeah.
Any further than three is
The
just like,
only reason you should ever have 3 kids is because you had triplets. Uh, and
mm,
then, but yeah, dude,
indubitably.
I was fucking at Costco and I saw this woman and she had like 6 kids with her and I was like, "Oh,
God
you got
damn.
fucked." I was like, "Life fucked you. You're a fucking idiot. Have fun with that.
Life
This is
fucked you is
your fault."
crazy.
I was really tempted to go up to her and be like and like point my finger around her kids in a circle and be like, "That's your fault."
Dude, life fucked you is crazy.
But Uh, back to 10 kids in 10 years. So, the one that there's two I specifically want to talk about. Um, but before I get to that, first I want to say, listen, I don't know if the kids agree to it or if like, I don't know. I wouldn't imagine all 10 kids agree to it, but I don't know. I don't find putting your kid's face all over the internet, uh, unless they're doing it themselves. I don't like that because it's clear it's the two parents who run the account, and
Hmm.
they just use their kids for content. And first of all, I fucking hate that shit. So fuck you for that. If the kids choose to do it, I guess that's fine. But I don't know if like 'cause there's a difference between, hey, do you want to do this? Yeah, sure. And hey, we're gonna do this. And it's like their kid's just like, well, you're my parent, so I kind of have to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So like they think that they have to. I don't know. Um, I remember there was this one lady. Do you remember the whole fiasco with like the lady like um, I think like Moist Critical talked about it. A lot of people talked about it. She was this account. She's a fucking stupid ass bitch, and their dog died, and she fucking used her kid crying for content. Like she like was like, he's like, no, mom, I'm actually crying. And she's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Look at the camera so I can get the thumbnail. It's like, oh wow, yeah, fuck you.
I
Yeah.
think I saw that clip and it was actually infuriating.
I was so fucking pissed. So anyway,
Oh
My
wait, hold
point
on.
is,
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
even if it doesn't come to that level, still using your kids for content, I still find wrong, even if it doesn't go to that extent. Sorry, what were you gonna
Yeah.
say?
Uh, a lot of people talked about this too. Like there was this one family YouTube channel that use their kids for content, and there was this one video that stood out in particular to a lot of people, and uh, what happened was they destroyed one room. The parents destroyed one room, and it was like, fucking Jason, why'd you do this? I didn't do this, mom. What? Why? But why'd you fucking do that? And proceeded to gaslight him into thinking he did it, and just kept being like, why the fuck did you do this? I'm gonna ground you. And for like a good 20 to 30 minutes, and then after this kid's in tears and fucking traumatized, like, I didn't do this shit. They're like, just kidding, you were pranked. And that ended up getting their kids taken away from them and them getting put in jail, understandably.
That's
Because
awesome.
yes,
Good. That's great. I'm so happy
yeah,
to hear that.
CPS came and took their kids away, put them in better fucking homes, and they got put in jail for I don't know how long, but I know they got put in for a good amount of time. And they had like good 5 or 6 kids, I think.
You need a license to do almost anything. To own a gun, to own a pet, to drive. You need a license for anything. But you don't need a license to be a parent, and that is fucking stupid. Um, but yeah, I hate that shit. If there's a really good video about why I hate fucking like family vlog channels. And it's an animation by Johnny Ethko. He's hilarious. And it's literally like this dad just like abusing their kids. I mean, it's done in like a comical way, but like it still does show like the actual effect. Like you're forcing your kids to make content so you can have money. Like, oh, we gotta open this toy. It's a surprise egg. What's inside? And he's like screaming at them, and they're like, "Dad, we don't want to do this." And it's just like that's exactly what every fucking family vlog
Whoa.
stupid ass channel is. Um, and
Oh
my
shit.
when I first made my YouTube channel, my dad actually suggested that I do a channel like that, and I was like, "You're a fucking idiot. Don't ever talk to me about my YouTube channel ever again." Like that is not what I do, and I'm not like this is my YouTube channel. I make fucking music. I'm not fucking showing putting my siblings' faces on blast. Like no, what the fuck? I was so pissed at him for that. But anyway, so 10 kids in 10 years. If that's what you're doing, fuck you. Seriously. But
Yeah,
anyway,
10 kids in 10 years. Yeah,
besides
don't do
the
that.
actual entirety of the whole thing itself, there's two videos I want to talk about. Because here's the main thing of their channel. What
One
they
second.
do is
Sorry. Go ahead. Sorry. My bad.
okay. So what they do is they line their kids up in like oldest to youngest. So they're in this line. The camera's like held up at them. They ask a question, and then they go. They say their answer. The kids like walk like away from the camera, and like so. There was one. He was asking Republican or Democrat, and so
Why,
it
okay.
wasn't like
First of all,
yeah.
why are you asking kids about politics?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. First of all, those kids don't even know what they're talking about
Yeah, like
because
asking your
like
5-year-old,
maybe the older
asking your
kids,
5-year-old, like, Daryl, what do you think, Trump or Biden? I
yeah,
don't know.
yeah, and so I'm like maybe the older kid knows what he's talking about, but like there's like I think I don't know how old the kids are, but like I would say the youngest kid is probably like 7 or 8, maybe like 6, 7. I don't know. So anyway, not young enough to fucking know what you're talking about. Uh, and so I'm like, this is fucking retarded. And they're like, Republican, Democrat. And I'm like, how about you actually teach them what that means?
Yeah, they're just saying one word. And then I
Um,
don't know if it was the same channel, but I know it was 10 kids. They were asking like, what are you afraid of? And one kid said, women. And I was like, yeah, relatable.
Yeah. So, and then the other video that really pissed me off, not the video itself pissed me off, and then the comments were even worse because of what happened at the end of the video. So the other question was, do you believe in God? Or it's like, are you Christian? Do you believe in Jesus? It was along those lines. It was that kind of question. Okay, here we go. 9 out of the 10 kids were all like, I love Jesus. I love Jesus. So it's like all 10, like all those 9 kids, they're like, I love Jesus. I love Jesus. The youngest kid at the very end of the video said, nope. And I was like, yes.
Yeah, little bro, let's go.
So props to the youngest kid for not fucking being brainwashed by your family.
Yeah.
Please keep that attitude. You're gonna need it with this family.
Oh
'Cause
yeah.
Jesus Christ, your family's fucking insane. And so respect to that kid. Here's the problem. The comments didn't like that he didn't like Jesus.
Oh, of course.
So all the comments are fucking dumbass Christians like, that kid needs to learn about Jesus. He needs to read the Bible. And I'm like, fuck you. He's making his own choices. He's the smartest and bravest out of that group. He has a family who's like trying to force these kids to clearly say yes to Jesus. And even though 9 of his siblings, all 9 of his siblings said that they love Jesus, he went, nope. Fuck
And
you. He
obviously
basically
their
flipped
parents
off the
too.
camera. And props to fucking him.
Yeah. Like
So
making his own choices at a young age, like goddamn, he's gonna make it in life.
he better. I feel so bad for those kids, specifically the
Yeah.
youngest one. Good for him.
And like if you want to do your religion, fine, whatever. But like I'm not I don't have a religion. And I don't believe in any sort of God. I'm just kind of like
My
with the let's
religion is
fucking.
fuck. My religion is fuck Christians. That's my religion.
That's
Uh,
fair.
I'm like
My religion is fuck around and find out.
one part of it is I'm just so sick of it. Like, if you think about it, Christianity is literally everywhere. Even if you're fucking atheist, you just can't escape it. It's in our language. We say Jesus Christ when we're angry and shit. We say God damn it. Or when we sneeze, we're programmed to say bless you. Like, even if you don't want to be Christian, it's like society wants you to be, and that's what really pisses me off. Uh, which is why I now say Chuck Norris instead of bless you when people sneeze. Fun
What the
fact
fuck?
about me.
That's
Uh,
crazy. Just shoot Chuck Norris.
that's what I do. It's from a Pearls Before Swine comic. It's a reference. But I just because the comic is actually about how stupid it is that we say bless you, because the character Rat is like, why the fuck do we say like bless you when we sneeze? Like, I'm not Christian. It's like, why do we have to use some non sequitur for when we sneeze? So he's like, I'm gonna start saying my own thing. So the other character sneezes and he says Chuck Norris, and I'm like, yes, power to the people. So I just started saying Chuck Norris when people sneeze, and it's also really funny to see their reaction because they're really confused why I just said Chuck Norris. Um, but yeah, and I like fucking. There's like 3 churches in my fucking neighborhood, and I used to go to a church actually. Um,
Blammo.
my dad and my mom not Christian. They're not Christian. But then my stepmom came into the picture. Ooh, and that's when I started going to church. Imagine that. We
Wow.
didn't go there for we didn't go there for long. We went for like a year, and then I think my mom got pissed that my stepmom was like forcing me to go to a church. Uh, and then but while I was there, oh man, even at a young age, I was pissed off at Christians. Like, I didn't understand it. Like, I didn't comprehend what anyone was talking about. Like, it's, it's really weird to me to think about nowadays because I mean, I believed in Santa and the Easter Bunny, yet I was fully like, who the fuck is Jesus? Like, what are you talking about? And I think and that's that really tells me something. Because if you think about it, if you never talked to your my parents taught me about Santa. They taught me about the Easter Bunny, and I believed it because that's what they taught me. When you have parents who are Christian, they're almost forcing you to believe in Jesus because that's who they're teaching you about. And I think that's wrong. I think you shouldn't do that because I think they should be able to make their own choices. Uh, and by you're basically like, you're very, I don't want to say gullible, but like your brain is still forming when you're a kid. So like if you teach
Uh,
them about Jesus and then you keep doing that, like Santa, you're gonna figure out that's not real eventually because you're gonna be like, oh, it's my parents doing it. Yeah, no shit. You're gonna figure that out when you're in your teenage years. But how are you gonna prove Jesus isn't real? You know what I mean? So it's like if you keep being brain fed that, it's just that's it. You're gonna believe in that, and I don't think that's right. If you believe in Jesus, fine, like whatever. But I think you shouldn't be manipulated at a young age into thinking that. I feel like that was my takeaway from that. But anyway, back to the
that's a
funny
really
part.
good take.
Back to the funny part. So anyway,
Before we get back to the
I was
funny
a
part,
fucking I was a fucking dick in church. Let's talk about that. So, I say dick, but just because I didn't understand what anyone was talking about. So like
fuck. I just
we
imagine
had
you. I just imagine when everybody goes silent to pray, just like fuck you, Jesus.
okay, so I didn't understand the whole wine and bread thing. Also, they gave
I
us
don't.
grape juice. They gave us grape juice and not wine. I hear some churches still do the wine. They give the wine to kids. So first of all, fuck you for that. What the fuck?
Hey, kids
But
get
luckily,
alcohol.
luckily my church did grape juice. Um, and I always got pissed because it
What?
was like it was the tiniest fucking piece of bread, and I'm like, what the fuck? This is my breakfast, a fucking tiny piece of bread, and I'd scream and cry, and I'd be like, like about how I got a tiny ass piece of bread. And I'm like, give me
That's
more.
crazy. I want more Jesus bread.
I want to eat his body. Um, drink his blood. Um, and then I think we had to like make cards for like uh for Jesus. It's been a while. Like I was there during like first grade, I think, so it's a little difficult for me to remember. But we had to make like cards for Jesus, and like every time we had like an activity to do, I was just like always pissed off and didn't want to do it. And I'm like, I don't even know, like, make a card for Jesus. I'm like, I don't know Jesus. Like, who is this guy? Like, it wasn't like I thought he was like this
Who is
religious.
blood?
I didn't know it was like this religious like figure. I thought like we were just worshiping like some guy, just some random ass guy. Like I'm like, I don't know Jesus. Is he like your uncle? Like who is this? I'm not making a card for him. If you want me to make a card for my mom, I'll make a card for my mom. I know my mom. I don't know Jesus. So I'm like, I'm not fucking what the fuck is this shit? So that was basically my mindset. I was just pissed off every time we had to do something. Like I didn't understand what I was doing. And luckily, I'm old enough now to understand what was happening. And frankly, I don't really appreciate it because, dude, if I got manipulated into thinking Jesus was real and I was a Christian, oh man, I'd be so pissed.
This is why he
Fuck that
hasn't
shit.
come back yet.
Um, um, I just, I, I mean, I'll never forgive my stepmom for way more things, but that is definitely one of the things I'll never forgive her for is taking me to church. Uh,
My grandpa, uh, he he is and was a very shitty man. We don't talk to him anymore, which is a
yeah,
very really fair thing to do, because like it's he was really shitty to my mom. Like when her mom died, he cut my mother off, uh, and like kind of was like, "Fuck you."
yeah,
And yeah, a ton of shitty things. I won't go into it, but he used to like take me to church. My parents, I don't really know how they work because I was like really young, and it wasn't the worst because it wasn't like a giant like old church. It was like this little fucking building, And in the front, there was a place where kids could play, so it was a pretty cool church. But like, I would have to go into the part where you do all the stuff. Yep. And we'd watch like a fucking video, and I wouldn't pay attention. And my grandpa, he'd be like, "Shh, hush," and
It was the
yeah,
magic school bus learns about Jesus.
yeah. No, it was
They,
like really, really.
they like go, but the magic school bus goes back in time to when he's crucified, and Miss Frizzle's making the kids watch.
It's crazy. But yeah, I did that at one point, and I think my parents were kind of chill about it. I'm not really sure though.
Okay, so besides Jesus, uh,
Yeah, fuck you,
I
Jesus.
realized that we are already past the time when we were supposed to be stopping the episode,
Oh
and I
goddamn! By
didn't
how
get to
much?
what I was gonna talk about when I first
Quick,
started. So,
quick.
all right, so here's the main part of the episode that I wanted to do. Gavin, you and I are gonna come up with a Disney Channel show. Where this is our pilot episode. So yeah, so I'm gonna be Uncle Royce, and you're gonna be what? You're gonna be a girl character. What's your name?
Fucking Stephanie, whatever. Some
Yeah,
shitty
okay,
white girl name.
you're my niece Stephanie. All right. Ba-da-da-da. Hey Stephanie.
Hi, Uncle Royce.
I love racism.
What? No, you're not supposed to like
I
that.
love racism. I hate the blacks. They suck. They should be picking cotton.
No, 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 no. That ended a while ago. That ended a while ago, Uncle Royce. We can't be doing that anymore.
His nephew, Lebo, walks in. It's me, Lebo. Uncle Royce, you can't be racist. That's wrong. I'm gonna whoop you, boy. Ba-da-da-da. Next scene. It's the parents. I'll be, you be the dad. I'll be the mom. Uh, oh, Royce, were you talking about racism? Yeah, I love racism.
Uncle Royce, you can't do that, especially in front of the kids. I mean, if it's in public, go ahead, but like in front of the kids, no, no,
You're right.
no.
I guess I learned my lesson. I guess the blacks ain't so bad after all.
No, they
Aww.
are.
It's aww from the crowd. Wow. Well, I guess instead of hating the blacks, I'll hate the Jews instead. Good night, everybody. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed that.
hmm
Alright. Good night, everybody. We'll see you next time on the Council of Goatmen. Get the
Right.
hell out of here. Get the hell out of here.